Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Obviously, a chaotic time right now, trying to move from the old house to the new house, but we got to keep the office set up here. We got recruiting to talk about, so it doesn't matter if the background is empty. We're still going to jump on here. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk some Tennessee football. We're going to talk some recruiting. I guess first, we're coming out of the NFL draft. Jalen Wright goes in the 4th round to the Miami Dolphins. Joe Milton and Kamal Hadden both go in the 6th round. Milton to the New England Patriots. Kamal Hadden to the Kansas City Chiefs. What are your thoughts on the draft? Were you surprised that Jalen Wright slipped to the 4th round? I was pleased to see when you go and look at guys that they're going to get an opportunity, right? Undrafted free agents, McCallan Castles, Jacob Warren, Ramel Keaton, an undrafted free agent with the Oakland Raiders, Aaron Beasley, Gabe Judy-Lally, Jeremiah Crawford, Jalen McCullough, D. Williams. A lot of Vols going to have an opportunity to earn their way onto an NFL roster. Anything really surprise you from the draft? Jump into the comment section, talk about it. But what I want to talk about is a little recruiting, and that's because we had a couple of elite edge rushers on campus just this weekend. The first one, Zion Grady. You can see there, takes to Twitter. Great day in Knoxville. Thanks for the hospitality. Now, Zion Grady is a 4-star edge rusher, 6'4", 225 pounds, out of Troy, Alabama. The On3 industry rankings have him as the 65th best player in the country. That's elite. Anytime you start getting into that on 300, inside the top 300, that's elite prospects. He's got Tennessee, Auburn, Florida State, Miami, Ohio State, and Georgia all swinging here. He was committed to Alabama going back to November of last year, but he decommitted in January, reopened his recruitment. He returned in Knoxville for the first time since July of last year. Coming off the visit, said the Tennessee visit was great. Said, I think the biggest takeaway is the attention they place on player development on and off the field. They also put the edge in position to be successful. Now, again, coming off the NFL draft, it's something we, kind of casually say all the time. Players say in interviews, I want to be developed. I want to get to the league. That's the goal. I made a video a couple of days ago talking about the NFL draft and how important it is to get guys to the league. Like, they don't dream of playing college football. That's a goal. They want to play college football, but the dream is to make it to the next level. The dream is to make it to the NFL. And you can look at a guy, Byron Young, right? 3rd round draft pick. Goes to the league. He records 64 tackles, 8 sacks, 2 forced fumbles in 18 games with the Rams. He was named to the NFL All-Rookie Team. I think that gives you a little taste of what Rodney Garner, what have you done for me lately? We all know that Rodney Garner is a great defensive line coach, but these kids are looking at recent. What have you done for me lately? Byron Young, NFL All-Rookie Team. Now you've got all eyes on James Pierce. So much buzz around James Pierce and the potential to be a number 1 overall draft pick in 2024. Kids on this defensive line are taking notice. Does Tennessee have a legit shot at Zion Grady? He wasn't alone. There was another elite edge rusher in town at the same time. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, but I need you guys to do me a quick favor. All that YouTube stuff, smash a thumbs up just below the video. Quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would appreciate it. If it's your first time on the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not reporters. We don't break news. That's not what we're here to do. We don't pretend to be any of that. This is for the fans, by the fans. We talk about the news. We talk about the rumors and the speculation. That's what this channel was built on. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live every single Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We play NCAA football, but we talk all things Tennessee football, so come hang out for that. But let's get into it. Let's talk about a couple of elite edge rushers that were in town this weekend. Again, starting with Zion Grady, who I just shared the Twitter profile with, 6'4", 225 out of Alabama. Again, 65th overall nationally. 65th best player in the country, a top 10 edge rusher. I'm going to roll some highlights and take a look at the scouting report, but you guys let me know what you think of his film. What do you like? He shows his athleticism right here on the very first play that we take a look at. Gets those hands up, makes a play, and then it's off to the races. Again, elite players make elite plays, gets it to the end zone. Scouting report, this is from Andrew Ivins over at 247 Sports. He says that Zion Grady is an uber-productive pass rusher that wins primarily with speed and finesse. So size hasn't been third-party verified, but was believed to be hovering around 6'3", 225 summer before his junior season. Checks off some of the desired boxes with his multi-sport participation, plays basketball as well, and his testing numbers, 4.4 in the short shuttle, has operated primarily out of a two-point stance since he was a freshman in one of Alabama's higher classifications, and found plenty of success, 34 sacks through 30 varsity games. Tends to stun opposing tackles with his quick first step, and is able to get off blocks with limber upper half. Owns a few go-to moves, but the expanded menu is only going to make him more dangerous on the edge. I know a coach that can teach you a thing or two to expand that menu. Says he flashes good range, will make some stops in pursuit. Will likely need some time to add mass and improve play strength, especially if he's going to be asked to consistently anchor at the Power 5 level, but might be able to get on the field in situational packages early on in his collegiate career. Should be viewed as a potential impact player on Saturdays with NFL upside if he can keep progressing. Projects as more of a stand-up defender in a 3-4 front, although physical transformation could get him in a 3-point stance. So again, big for Tennessee to get him back on campus, and it's interesting to look at because kind of a quiet time for recruiting, right? Most of the visits take place during spring camp. Most of the guys want to take a visit for the orange and white game. They want to see these coaches at practice. But Zion Grady got a lot of one-on-one time with his coaching staff. Talked about in some of the interviews, playing putt-putt in Josh Heupel's office. So a lot of one-on-one time there. He's going to take official visits to Miami, Florida State, Auburn. He'll be back in Knoxville for an official visit June 14th through the 16th, and then he'll wrap up the officials with Georgia June 21st through the 23rd, and then he plans to make his decision on July the 4th. But again, a lot of one-on-one time with his coaching staff, with Coach Chop, with Coach Garner, but he wasn't necessarily alone. He was joined by another elite edge rusher. Let's go back to Twitter and take a look at this. Isaiah Gibson tweets out, sunglasses emoji. He's in Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll pull up his profile as well. He is another elite edge rusher. And I've talked about this so much with the offensive line, and we've talked about it with the wide receivers, but it's the same case with the defensive line, with the edge rushers. The recruiting board is deep, and you're not going to land all these guys. The old cliche, just get your fair share, right? You don't have to get Isaiah Gibson and Zion Grady. Maybe get one of these guys. They're both elite edge rushers, but you can see Isaiah Gibson, his profile on the screen, 6'4", 240 out of Georgia, 4-star edge rusher, 36th overall in the country. On3 industry rankings have him as the second best edge rusher in the country. You go down and look, 247 Sports has got him at number 1. On3 has him at number 2. Gold jacket, green jacket, Isaiah Gibson is elite. Now, he's currently committed to the USC Trojans, but Vols still swinging here. Matt Ray made a statement back in February, said that he likes Tennessee. Isaiah Gibson likes Tennessee. He's talked about the culture, talked about the atmosphere, talked about the game day environment, the fans, all the stuff that you hear. But the key that Matt Ray said was you got to get him back on campus for a spring visit. Now, he wasn't able to make it in March and early April when practice was going on, but this is big. This is big that Tennessee got him back in town before the official visit started. It shows that there is some legitimate interest there. Did they make any momentum? Did they gain any ground here as he heads into the official visits? He's got Georgia on May the 31st, South Carolina on June the 7th, Auburn, Florida, Oklahoma. He's not yet scheduled his visit to USC. He plans to do that. Also looking to schedule an official visit to Ohio State. So for Isaiah Gibson, no official yet scheduled, with Tennessee. So that's going to be what you need to watch here with Isaiah Gibson. Do they get an official visit scheduled? Are they able to get him back on campus? That's what they've got with Zion Grady. But I think you've got an opportunity to land one of these two elite edge rushers. And as I say all the time, you got to have a quarterback. In 2024, you got to have guys to protect that quarterback, and you got to have guys to get after the quarterback. That's what Zion Grady and Isaiah Gibson would add to this football team. But even though I'm in the middle of chaos right now, I wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit of recruiting. Going to continue to put videos out throughout the week in between the move and everything that's going on because I want to keep you guys up to date. We're still going to play NCAA Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you guys come hang out for that. But do me a favor, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would appreciate that. You can also go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link is also in the description below. You want to do a little bit more, think about hitting that join button over there. It's right beside subscribe. It says join. You can join the channel for as little as $1 a month. But the members are what give me the opportunity to do this full time, bring you recruiting coverage all year round, talking Tennessee football. So thank you to the members of the channel. You want to be a part of that. Think about hitting that join button. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But if not, hit the thumbs up because that's quick, free, and easy. Jump to the comment section. Let's talk about it because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.